Hello there, welcome to the Natural Edits vlog. My name is Will, and today I'm going to try and answer the question, should I always agree with everything that my editor says? So this depends. Well, no, ultimately you don't have to agree with anything your editor says. Your book is your book, it's your creative piece of work, and you ultimately have the final say in things. But if a traditional publisher has agreed to take your book on and they have given it to one of their in-house editors or one of the editors who works freelance for them, you need to be a little bit careful, because that editor will have been briefed by the publisher on what kind of book they want, and any comments or suggestions that the editor will be making will likely be based on that. So while there should be a little bit of room for creative differences, you need to be a little bit careful not to disagree too much. Otherwise, it's possible that the publisher might decide that the book isn't for them. Of course, if that was the situation, then you might decide that your creative integrity is more important. So you need to kind of balance that one out. If, on the other hand, you're planning to self-publish, which a lot of writers do, or you are at a stage where you are wanting to start querying with agents or publishers, but your work needs a good edit to kind of really get it in shape, in those two situations, then there is more room for we can say disagreement, but let's say discussion with the editor. Saying that, bear in mind that if they're a professional and experienced editor, they shouldn't be making subjective things based on just their subjective preferences. Like, comments that they make, suggestions that they make, are likely based on their knowledge of the book market and what works and what doesn't in that respect. But there should be more room for some sort of back and forth. If that back and forth becomes lengthy, then an editor might charge extra for that if it starts to take up more time than they'd sort of planned for the project. But most editors will be happy within reason to have a back and forth if there's a comment or suggestion that they make, but you're not quite in agreement with it, or you need some more clarity. So hopefully that helps. I'm a big proponent of really trying to preserve a writer's voice and respecting that their work is their creative baby, and so, as such, comments and suggestions I make are usually I'll only make them if I really feel something it will really make an improvement to the writing or the overall arc of the book. But as I said, ultimately the decision is yours. Okay, thanks for watching. I'm coming to you today from West Dorset, Hillfort in West Dorset, and it's a lovely early spring day. The birds are singing, and yeah, good to feel a bit of sunshine after quite a long winter. All right, take care.